What's up, you magnificent sons of bitches? It's your boy Country Biscuit, aka Reverend Conflict, here with Flip the World. And this is a what sold this week on eBay, Poshmark, whatever the hell I sold this week. But actually, more importantly, it's just what shoes sold. And the reason I'm concentrating on shoes, let me put this in park before I just keep driving while I'm filming, was because this is the first week since branding the shoe business. We're now called Lucky Soles. On Instagram, it's Lucky Soles TX. On Poshmark, it's Lucky Soles. On eBay, it's Lucky Soles. So I brought the missus in. She's now on board. She's in charge of the listing and sharing on Poshmark. If you're familiar with Poshmark, it's very interactive. You have to share your listings multiple times a day, and you have to share other people's listings. That shows that you are interactive in the community and thus generates more sales. So since she started doing that, because that is just like to me, having to sit on it and just and I know most people, once they start selling successfully, they get a virtual assistant or they get a bot that does it. But at this point, since we're just starting, this is week one of us joining together as Lucky Soles. She's just been sharing at night, and within a week, she's got us to Posh Ambassador. Now, I don't know what the hell that means, and I don't know if that's going to be anything worth a shit. But I notice a lot of the big time movers are Posh Ambassadors, so hopefully that helps us out. But yeah, I wanted to show you how many pairs of shoes we sold this week since she started doing the listing and the sharing, and allowed me to focus on the sourcing, the cleaning if needed, because I've gotten really strict on my shoes, and the photos. And I want to say that we hit probably like $760 in shoes alone this week. I'm going to put the number right here, so don't quote me until you see it, but I think it's like $760. But yeah, I want to show you the shoes and what they sold for. And you can possibly find these when you're outsourcing for yourself. I'm actually in the parking lot at Walmart, where I just did a Facebook marketplace sale for some Sperry's. If you remember my last video where I showed you my shoe haul, up in the corner I had like a 3 or 4 pair of Sperry's shoes, and I told you that I was probably going to put those on Facebook Marketplace because Sperry's usually move for about $15 to $20. I ended up selling all of those, so you're going to see them in the video, and I sold them all on Marketplace. So that just goes to show you. And once we get back to the office and I show you the shoes, then I'm going to actually break it down and kind of tell you what our strategy is going forward with the shoe side of our reselling. So stay tuned. Let's get back to the casa and get cracking. Well, let's get into these shoes that sold. I mean, I told you I was going to show you. Let's see what we got. Got these Adidas Tubular Shadows. Merrell's a great brand. These are the slide-ons. Encore Breeze. Got some Nike Roshis. Everybody knows Nike's going to sell. These New Balance Fresh Foams. Anything New Balance Fresh Foam is usually going to be a good buy. These Air Pegasus 83s, they took a little while to sell, but finally. Now this was my big score, the Salomon Quests. I took an offer on these. They could have gone for more, but Brooks is another great running brand. Anytime you see Brooks, at least you want to look it up. These Vans, I told you guys in my last video, were like brand new. So these are infant-sized Jordans, always a good buy. So Flyknit Lunars, it's a real cool colorway. Everyone knows shape-ups always do well. Serial numbers on the inside tag, just look them up. Saucony, these are actually the vegan ones, so that's why I picked them up. Those always are good. Some Vans, Vans are usually going to be in your $15 to $20 range. Hoka's a new brand for me, but I'm starting to see them everywhere now. Brooks, again, always look up Brooks. Another pair of Hokas. These were the red ones. Great walking shoes. Adidas Ultra Boost. Anytime you can find some Ultra Boost or Cloud Foam or anything like that, they're gonna sell. Another pair of Brooks. Like I said, that's like what, 3 or 4 pairs this video. Brooks is a good brand. Now these are the ones I sold on Marketplace. Saucony's, some Sperry's. These Cole Haan loafers, these are kind of like Sperry's, but they're, I guess, higher class. I don't know. They went for 20 bucks. And then another pair of women's Sperry's. So all the Sperry's from that last video are now gone. And then we sold some Asics. Now, I bought these for Poshmark, but I noticed that they had a little bit of wear in the back. And then these Vans were in amazing condition. We ended up selling them for $25. So that is what sold this week. Like I said, $804 is pretty badass for just doing shoes. And as far as the strategy that I talked about in the beginning of the video, our strategy going forward is pretty much we'll list everything on eBay and Poshmark, and we'll start with, you know, discounting or doing offers. On Poshmark, it's kind of an offer platform, so we'll set our price a little high, and then when we get a certain amount of likes, usually like 5 to 10 people that have liked it, we'll go ahead and send out a private offer to those 10 people, and usually it's about 10% less, and then you offer like a shipping discount, so like $1.80 off shipping. So if we post something, a pair of shoes for $39, once we get the amount of likes that we want, we'll go ahead and discount it to $34. So you're still making, you know, I think $27.80. So that still puts us above our 2.5 to 3 times profit per pair of shoes. And then kind of go from there. eBay is pretty much the same. You know, once you start seeing a bunch of watchers, it'll give you the option to go ahead and send out an offer to the people watching. So we'll do that as well. And again, it's generally starting at 10%, and go from there. Now, as far as stuff that's stagnant, because stagnant inventory, whether it be shoes, whether it be clothes, whether it be electronics, whatever you're selling, stagnant inventory kills your momentum, it kills your numbers, and it just takes up space in your home or office or wherever you are. So what we're doing is, after a shoe has been on Poshmark or eBay for 30 to 60 days, we'll either drop the price after 30 days to see if we can get it moving, and then once we hit 60 days, we'll start listing it on Marketplace, and we'll pretty much drop the price down significant. Usually if we post anything on Marketplace, we'll start it at $25. We'll keep it there for 1 to 2 days, and then we'll go ahead and revise it down to $20, because that way it'll repost it and it'll show 25 slashed out, and then it'll put 20, so it shows that a sale has happened or a price reduction, and it'll kind of put you in the top of the algorithm. At least that's what I think, based on how we've been selling. And then if that doesn't work, we'll drop it down to 15. That's usually around where we'll stay. You can usually move any shoe for $15 as long as it's in good condition. So that's kind of what we're doing with stagnant inventory. So those Sperry's and those Vans, just we knew we were in good condition. We could move them quick. We needed the quick money, so we sold them on Marketplace. We could have sold those on Posh, but 25 in hand locally is better than waiting for Posh and then having to ship and everything like that. But yeah, so stagnant inventory usually after 60 days is going to go to Marketplace and try and do it locally. And then if it doesn't sell on Marketplace, you know, I guess our next goal would be like garage sales or something like that. But that's the video. If I went too fast with the clips of the shoes, again, brands you want to look for: Brooks, Asics, Haka, or Haka 11, whatever they want to call it, Hakalugi. Obviously Nike, Adidas, Reebok, and boots. You know, we got Red Wing boots, some Wolverine, some Brazos. I mean, really, when it comes to shoes, if they look clean and they look like a name brand, or they are a name brand, go ahead and look them up, because more than likely you can move them, especially if you get them at a low price. But the best shoes that move, as far as in the Brooks, Asics, are going to be the bright colorways. So giant, you know, these kind of thing. You see how like off the wall these are? These Asics, the colorway is just crazy. So these usually sell pretty quickly. These just sold today, as you can see, bright colorway. These are Brooks. So things like that, always be looking for bright colorway shoes, because they will actually be moving a lot faster than just your solid color shoes. Unless it's like a work shoe, then black's gonna be your way to go. Also, one other brand to check out would be SAS, San Antonio Shoes. They're handmade in San Antonio. They're usually for nurses and elderly folks, but they actually, in store, they sell for 100 plus. So used, you still get really good money out of them. But like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to throw out a tip that you do for shoes, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to try and crush this week's goal, last week's goal this week, or vice versa, or whatever. I don't know. Deuce.